Discussions have been cordial. He has been open to suggestions. And the main thing that I've tried to transmit is that there's a difference between governing and campaigning.
After harsh criticism from his predecessor, Barack Obama, former President Donald Trump recently became animated in a political theater performance. Obama's scathing comments after Trump's recent conviction sparked Trump's outburst of emotions, expressing his anger via public remarks and social media. This most recent discussion highlights the two major personalities' continuous competition and the significant divides and tensions that exist inside the American political system.
I have no more campaigns to run. My only agenda, I know because I won both of them.
Former President Barack Obama claimed that people in his native New York do not take his fellow former President Donald Trump seriously. Obama made his remarks on his four-time indicted successor on a recent episode of the acting duo Jason Bateman and Smartless. President Joe Biden and former President Bill Clinton joined Obama on the program, which was recorded in March. Will Arnett and Sean Hayes were also present. Bateman questioned Obama about how surprised he was by how quickly the defense and fervor for democracy were diminished during the Trump administration. Obama acknowledged that he was taken aback by the GOP's lack of checks and balances, which allowed Trump to seize control of the party, but he didn't surprise me. Trump claimed that if you follow his campaign and career, he has never changed. After all, he is from New York, where no one will lend him money or do business with him, so he isn't taken seriously in this city. Obama said that he was surprised by Trump's election, but not by his actions. He said that he expected some Republicans to oppose Trump's actions, like applauding Russian President Vladimir Putin and asserting that Putin's intelligence was superior to that of U.S. agencies. Judge Arthur Engoron ordered Trump to pay $355 million in penalties after he was found guilty in a New York civil fraud trial for overvaluing his company's assets for years to secure loans and cut deals. In 2019, Trump changed his official residence from New York to his Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida. Obama said he did expect some members of the Republican Party to say, "No, you can't go that far. You can't start praising Russian President Vladimir Putin and saying that his intelligence is better than the U.S. intelligence agencies." Trump is also currently attending his hush money trial in the city. In their opening statement at Donald Trump's criminal trial, prosecutors aiming for the first-ever criminal conviction of a sitting or former U.S. president made a bold claim they would present hard evidence to support testimony from Michael Cohen, the star witness whom the defense labeled a liar. Over the following weeks, jurors heard from insiders at Trump's real estate company, his 2016 presidential campaign, and his White House, all of whom methodically corroborated the two core elements of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's case, that Trump was aware of a catch-and-kill scheme to silence individuals with damaging information before the election, and that he participated in covering up Cohen's money payment to a porn star. Testimony coupled with evidence such as bank records, emails, and a surreptitious recording of Trump speaking about a hush money payment culminated in the 12-member jury finding Trump guilty of criminal charges. He was found to have unlawfully fabricated company documents in order to conceal his payment to Cohen of the $130,000 that Cohen had paid to purchase porn star. Stormy Daniels remained silent prior to the 2016 election regarding an alleged sexual encounter she had with Trump in 2006 in order to ensure that the jury's deliberations were kept private and that the rationale behind their verdict would remain a mystery until any jurors decided to come out. Almost certainly, Trump will file an appeal of his conviction during the trial in Manhattan's New York State Criminal Court. Cohen stated in his testimony that the reimbursement payments were fraudulently entered into the accounts of Trump's family real estate business as attorney retainer fees. Cohen claimed that Trump gave him the order to settle Daniels' debt and that he would not have done so if he had not been guaranteed money for the last time. President Barack Obama joked about himself and delivered a line of insults at the White House correspondent dinner. Congress and his upcoming lame duck status, Prince George attended our meeting last week wearing just his bathrobe. Obama called that an act of intimidation. Obama seemed to be wrapping up his speech without bringing up Republican frontrunner Donald Trump. However, Let me close tonight with a more somber note. I would like to express my gratitude to the Washington press corps. Obama remarked, "The free press is essential to our democracy." He then added, "I'm not serious. I'm going to talk about Trump. It's surprising that you have a room full of reporters, celebrities, and cameras." And he says no. Obama went on, asking himself if the president should be having this ugly meal, or if he should be at home eating a Trump steak and insulting Angela Merkel on Twitter. Obama made light of Trump's lack of experience in foreign policy, implying that his ability to manage waterfront properties could be helpful in closing Guantanamo Bay.
The warrior creed, your devotion, prowess, Jerusalem is not just the heart of three great religions on the southern half of this peninsula. Replace chasms of distrust and the internet, then you will gain momentum. Terminating the diversity, and diversity.
Trump is skilled at managing waterfront properties, so closing Guantanamo would be one area in which his experience could be extremely valuable. People frequently argue that there is no comparison between Obama and Trump, citing differences even in their use of the English language. As he gets ready for another presidential run, Donald Trump's command of the English language seems to be rapidly deteriorating. His linguistic errors, from odd capitalizations to erratic punctuation, are becoming more noticeable, raising the question of whether his supporters would be reluctant to support a candidate who finds it difficult to communicate effectively in his own language.
This may really talk about the Nazis, this Russia thing with Trump, Ghana, Guinea, Nambia, Kenya, and Tanzania. It's great to be back in Missouri.
Following 8 years of listening to Barack Obama's motivational speeches, which were renowned for their elegant language-balanced tone and flawless spelling, we are now faced with the striking contrast of Trump's leadership. This is a significant change. Simple word pronunciation is a frequent challenge for Trump in his mother tongue, and this isn't an isolated incident. Whenever he writes, reads, or speaks, his vocabulary frequently sounds like that of a small child. It's a persistent problem.
President Ulysses S. Grant, Cassandra Pourlaire, and God bless the United States. I have the best words. But there's no better words.